Apple calls the iPhone 17 Pro Max its masterpiece of 2025, but is it really the ultimate flagship? The real challenge comes from Samsung's Galaxy S25 Ultra, widely praised as the most complete smartphone of the year. Today, we're putting them head-to-head across design. You'll know which phone truly deserves the crown. Buckle up, because this one gets heated. Design is where Samsung immediately pulls ahead. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is thinner, lighter, and far more comfortable to hold. Its sleek, minimal design looks premium and refined. Apple, on the other hand, seems to have miscalculated. The iPhone 17 Pro Max shows off an odd dual-tone finish and off-centered logo. Samsung kept titanium, but Apple shifted back to aluminum, leaving the S25 Ultra with a stronger, more premium build. Now here's a twist that might surprise you. Apple has finally given the iPhone a slightly bigger battery than Samsung's Ultra. By just 88 milliamp hours. It sounds small, but don't be fooled. Thanks to iOS's efficiency, the iPhone often outlasts larger Android batteries. We saw this last year when the iPhone 16 Pro Max nearly matched Samsung's endurance with less capacity. This year, with a larger cell, Apple's solution feels smoother. Still, for those who want raw charging speed, Samsung stays on top. Let's move to AI, the trend every company is chasing. Samsung is clearly in the driver's seat. Thanks to its close collaboration with Google, their AI features are polished and actually useful in day-to-day life. Apple, in contrast, seems to be stalling. Several AI tools promised last year never arrived, and the few that did underperformed. Apple even avoided the topic during its keynote. No question, Samsung dominates AI this year. Displays are always a big talking point. Apple boosted brightness to 3000 nits, beating Samsung's 2600. They also introduced an anti-reflective coating, finally catching up to Samsung's innovation from 2 years ago. But here's the catch: Apple's version is less effective. While Samsung's Corning coating is both tougher and far better at cutting reflections. So yes, the iPhone shines brighter, but Samsung still delivers a more balanced and practical screen overall. Performance has long been Apple's playground. The new A19 Pro chip shows a 15 to 20% lead in single-core benchmarks over the Snapdragon 8 Elite inside the S25 Ultra. But there's a problem: Samsung is running last year's chip. The Snapdragon 8 Elite to launch is soon, and early numbers already outpace Apple in multi-core scores. That means Apple's advantage won't just shrink, it could disappear entirely within weeks of launch. Apple once ridiculed rivals for lagging behind, but now the tables might be turning. While the iPhone 17 Pro Max still sits slightly ahead today, Qualcomm's new silicon and Samsung's upcoming Exynos look set to push past Apple. So yes, Apple wins the performance crown for now. But it's a short-lived victory. By the time Samsung refreshes, Apple may find itself playing catch-up instead of leading the pack. Let's talk cameras, always a deal-breaker. Apple upgraded the telephoto lens to 8MP, but reduced optical zoom from 5x to 4 by. They also tout 8x zoom, but that's digital cropping, not true optical. Samsung responds with more flexibility, a 3x telephoto, a stronger 5x telephoto, and higher megapixel counts across its setup. Until we see full comparisons, it's tough to call a winner, but Samsung's versatility looks more promising on paper. But Apple's thoughtful features make it more fun and user-friendly. For vloggers and casual users, this is a win for Apple. Special features? This is where Samsung flexes. The S25 Ultra continues to include the iconic S Pen, neatly tucked inside the device. For those who sketch, annotate, or multitask, Apple, meanwhile, doesn't offer anything comparable. They tried adding a button last year, but it flopped so badly even Apple avoided showing it in ads. Compared to the S Pen, the iPhone feels short on unique extras. So who takes the crown? Both flagships are excellent, but they play to different strengths. Apple wins in battery life, thermals, display brightness, and clever front camera features. Samsung, on the other hand, nails design, AI, camera flexibility, and hardware extras. Depending on what you value most, either phone could be your winner, but for many, Samsung's all-round package feels slightly more complete this year. Ecosystem also plays a huge role. If you're already invested in iCloud, AirPods, or the Apple Watch, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is the natural upgrade. If you live in Samsung's world of Galaxy Buds, tablets, and decks. The S25 Ultra will feel like home. For undecided buyers though, the choice matters more than ever. And when all is said and done, the Galaxy S25 Ultra edges out as the more well-rounded flagship of 2025.